a former Novato high school student was convicted Thursday in a gang ambush that killed one classmate and nearly killed another. The jury found Juan Carlos Martinez Henriquez, 22, guilty of murder, attempted murder and mayhem, according to the district attorney's office. He faces a potential sentence of 25 years to life in state prison. The verdict followed a second trial. The first ended in a narrow mistrial in October. A co-defendant, Ednilson Misael Alfaro, remains in the county jail awaiting trial. Alfaro, 27, is an alleged leader in MS13, a Latin American gang known not just for criminal activity but for torture and dismemberment. The crimes occurred in May 2016 at the waterfall near the end of Fairway Drive in Novato. Martinez Henriquez, then 17, and the two victims were all students at the high school. The prosecution alleges the defendants lured the victims to the site and attacked. Edwin Guerra, 17, was repeatedly hacked with a machete, including 7 blows to his head, and apparently bludgeoned with rocks, the prosecution said. The second victim, also 17, was shot in the head and torso. The bullets narrowly missed vital organs, and he feigned death until he could escape. The prosecution charged Martinez Henriquez, Alfaro and 6 other suspects in the case. 3 pleaded guilty to being accessories and 2 are fugitives. The other suspect had his charges dismissed for insufficient evidence, but he pleaded guilty to a gang recruitment felony. Martinez Henriquez was prosecuted as an adult, but because he was younger than 25 when the crime happened, he will avoid the prospect of a life sentence without the possibility of parole. The sentencing date has not been set. Martinez Henriquez returns to court on Friday for further proceedings before Judge Kelly Simmons, who presided over the trial. The case was investigated by the Marin County Sheriff's Office and District Attorney's Office. "We are pleased with the verdict and grateful to the jurors who took the time to serve during the pandemic," said District Attorney Lori Frugale. Martinez Henriquez was represented by 2 public defenders, Pedro Oliveros and Tamaro York, for both of his trials. Although Mr. Henriquez is very disappointed with today's verdict, he accepts the jury's decision and is respectful of the jury trial process, Oliveros said. "The jury worked very hard for the past few weeks and they handled their tasks in a serious manner. Mr. Henriquez was only 17 years old when the incident occurred and the past 5 years have been very challenging," Oliveros said. He hopes that today's verdict will not deter him from staying positive. "This case has been particularly difficult for all involved parties and the hope is that there can be closure. Mr. Henriquez is uncertain what his fate may be as he awaits sentencing. The prosecution has decided against seeking the death penalty for Alfaro, who is a suspect in other murders outside California.